So, das war's.
So, that's it. Oh,
Ich bin auch sehr traurig.
I'm also sad.
Schön, dass ihr noch so zahlreich da seid.
It's great that you're still here in numerous numbers. It's nicer outside than down here in the basement, considering the light situation. So, thank you for coming down here once more. We just passed 2 days of a conference on steward ownership. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I got good feedback from people along the way. There was good atmosphere, good talks, good food, nice weather, great workshops, interesting talks here on the stage.
Habt ihr auch gemacht. Das sind ja nicht nur
And you contributed to it as well. It's not only the speakers up here, but also you.
zu erledigen auf meiner
I still
Checkliste.
have two things to do.
Alle diejenigen, die einen
First,
Dolmetscher-Technik
everybody who has a
hatten,
headset, is using a headset, please hand it in.
bringt es, wenn ihr hier heute weggeht,
Once you leave, you can hand it in at the info stand, at the info point, because last night we were missing some, and we hope you brought them back today, and didn't leave them in the hotel. They are kind of expensive, so it'd be nice if you could hand them in. Very important. Thank you.
es gibt einen Baum.
The second thing is there is a tree. There's a tree that you can be found upstairs if you go
Reingekommen seid am Eingang,
if you go up the way you came down. At the entrance you will see this tree.
Anlaufstelle.
The first place with coffee. That's where you'll find the tree.
Da steht dieser Baum neben diesem,
It's beside this,
nennen wir es Glashaus.
let's call it a glass house.
Ich musste kurz überlegen. Das ist eine Eiche, soweit. Also wir
It's
waren
an
uns
oak
noch nicht
tree.
ganz sicher. Ich
We're
hoffe,
not
die Blätter
100% sure, I didn't check the leaves, but we think it's an oak tree. At least it's a local tree. It was donated by Ecosia. Thank you, Ecosia.
Buche. Oh, Buche. Es ist eine Buche.
Ah, it's another kind of tree.
Ich hätte das sogar an den Blättern erkannt, aber
I probably would have recognized the leaves, but I didn't go there. I just trusted what people told me. So
diese Buche wird
it's
gepflanzt.
not an oak tree, it's another tree. And it will be planted, and we hope that we can plant it maybe in front of the Ministry of Economy,
Haben das Verantwortungseigentum
at least somewhere where we want the idea of steward ownership to grow roots and grow big. And whenever you're in Berlin, we will keep you updated. We will inform you via email and other digital means and let you know where this tree will end up. Used to have your name tags. I don't have mine, but we would like to recycle the name tags. Under this tree, you will find a bucket,
werft ihr eure Karte rein, bevor ihr die Karte
and you can throw your card in there.
was wünscht ihr euch?
Before you throw it in there, or upon throwing it in there, think about one thing that you wish for this movement of steward ownership, and then put it in that little bucket there, and everything will be great.
Dann würde ich jetzt Armin Steuernagel und Maike Kaufmann
So I would like to ask Armin Steuernagel and Maike Kaufmann, who did her first time hosting yesterday, and I would like to ask her back on the stage to host this ending. The clap of hands goes to Lena, who did such a wonderful job today, leading us through this challenging program. Thank you for hosting. Great, thanks. Bye. Lena didn't have a lot of time for preparation. I think we called you about 2 weeks ago, so it was kind of short notice as well. So, thank you. We only have one thing to do, and that is saying goodbye and saying thank you. But one thing just popped in my mind. Lena is right. Where do we see steward ownership growing in the future, or growing roots, first of all? We are underground here. And this is where the roots grew initially. This is what we did the first 2 days, the last 2 days of this conference. It's only the roots. We've only been working on the roots. The whole thing is only getting started. Now, when you go upstairs, out in the world, and grow that tree of steward ownership. We always want to hear about it. We want to see and hear about your activities, where you found companies in steward ownership, or take your companies further into that direction. And I have so much trust in that I gained in these last 2 days. I visited a couple of the workshops, and it's been so touching. If we think back 7 years when we started, it is just fantastic to see how this idea is thriving and how much deep knowledge is already present in so many people. And it's multiplying. An investors club was founded. I popped in while they were choosing investors. Today we did abundant brainstorming together with the Ministry of Justice. It was super exciting. I saw that Jacob's courses were overbooked, you could say, and people were thinking of the foundations and the basis of this concept. So I think we did the groundwork. We did great groundwork. We had an international workshop where we realized from how many different countries people came together to discuss this topic on a very high level. I think it was around 20 countries. Even in the workshop, we didn't have to make much use of the panel. Everybody was so involved. Yes, we're so happy about this. So, on this train of thought, we can only say thank you. And first of all, we start with the crunch team, as we call it. There was a team, or is a team, that's been working hard through the night, constantly, sometimes. Maike was part of it, and a few others. Please come up on stage. Lilly, Gregor, Till, Adrian, Vera, especially Vera, Christoph. Thank you so much. Maike, Adrian, Vera, who's been organizing this conference for about a year, or actually 3. Leon, also. Of course, the Foundation Steward-Ownership and Purpose, the organizations back there. It's not in the background. It's not just us who organized this conference, but the rest of the Purpose team in Germany and internationally. Please, the Foundation Steward-Ownership people and the Purpose people, please rise, get up, show yourselves. Those of you who are around, at least. Please keep standing. Don't sit down again. Now, the next people would get up to all the students who helped us in organizing this. A number of students, we asked them if somebody could come, could help us, take notes, carry things around, be a runner. Well, not just any students, it's students dealing with steward ownership. Please rise as well. In the back there. And of course, another stakeholder who really helped us and made this conference possible were all the speakers who gave us their input, who gave us their time, who used their time to prepare, and who passed on their great knowledge and expertise on the stage and in the workshops. Please rise as well. And many, many more who've already left. We will extend our gratitude to them as well. And of course, the companies in steward ownership, we want to thank you as well from the bottom of our heart. You made this possible. Please get up as well. Thank you. so much for keeping this ecosystem alive. And let's get right into the supporters, the people who gave us money to make this happen, especially the Getreu Foundation, Bartels Feldhof, Schminke, and many, many more that were shown up here, BMW Foundation, Ecosia, Quartiermeister, Märkisches Landbrot, Ecosia Nevi, Landgut Stube. You already received thanks. I said this initially. There were millions that were invested in a conference, in this conference, and that are needed for a conference like this. So thank you so much. And as it is a practice in theater, we want to say thank you to the Silent Green team, everybody working in the service, the logistics, technicians, lights, sound, the interpreters, who did a fantastic job from what I've heard in German and in English. People's behind the cameras, graphic visualization, photographers, everybody. And last but not least, dear people, thank you to everybody who was here. Thanks for being here. Thanks for investing this time. 2 days of your life. It's a lot of time in this fast-paced world. Thanks for taking the time, spending the time with us. And we are convinced that together we can make that tree of steward ownership grow. We all know it, but I'll say it again. There is nothing good in the world other than the things that you make happen, a quote by Erich Kästner. That's what I want to leave you with. Just another small exercise we want to do with you as well. Before you leave, please rise. Please all get up. This is the purpose energy exercise we do. Please push your hands together, create some friction. And Maike will count until 3. On 3, you clap your hands. We all do it together. Ideally, it's one clap. Warm up your hands. Gather your energy. It's getting hot. 1, 2, 3. Thank you and goodbye.